guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be talking about some Big Finish, and we're going to be reviewing part 3 of Unit Domination, which of course is a 7th Doctor story with another Doctor as well. Another Doctor. Now I caught on quick about that little twist because it's Alex McQueen playing him, and I know who Alex McQueen plays in Big Finish, so I already kind of knew what was up with that. Now, some of you might be thinking, part 3? Wait a minute. Don't you mean 1 or 2? Actually, if you've been with the channel a while, you know I reviewed parts 1 and 2 a long time ago. I was actually sent this by one of my subscribers. Ooh, I don't even remember who sent it. It's been a long time. And I've been meaning to get through it. The first 2 parts were fine. I especially liked the mind leeches. That's such a cool idea. It's a little out there at places like the floating baby heads. It's out there. This one, you could not do this one on a TV budget. This has to be an audio story because it's out there. But I retained most of it in my head to remember the broad strokes of what was going on. So part 3 picks up with the Doctor and Rain. Is that her name? Rain. Caught in this interdimensional thing, and then the other Doctor shows up and rescues them. I actually really like Alex McQueen in this. He's honestly the most interesting part of the story, especially in the first 2 parts, but he's still really good in this one. His voice is really cool. His voice kind of reminds me of Colin Baker's in a way. But I really enjoy his performance. It's a very nuanced performance that I like, where you don't quite know if you can trust him. I like the characters. Like Elizabeth Keene is a cool character, and learning about her and how she mistrusts the 7th Doctor and how he's been trying to watch after her even though he won't say why. Rain, is that her name? She's fine. I like the military sergeant too. Peter, is that his name? He's really good. The one with the pregnant wife at home, which it brings up a lot. It brings up the pregnant wife a lot. I'm trying to understand if there's something there I'm missing. But that comes up a lot. And I like Rain flirting with him a bit. Like it because she's good at reading people. She mentions being good at reading people, which is why she doesn't trust the other Doctor very much. Just he's a little too cocky for her, and it rubs her the wrong way. Whereas we have Elizabeth, who doesn't trust the 7th Doctor because she's seen him all her life, even in her dreams. So she doesn't trust him at all. Sylvester McCoy, of course, is putting in a good performance, as he always does. He gets a little more to do here, I think, than he did in the first 2 parts now that he's in the thick of it. I like I guess we'll get into spoilers at this point. I like the hints about Alex McQueen's character and who he really is early on in the story. Like, I think it was in like part 1 or 2, he tried to get the floating heads to look into his eyes, and we know who does that. And he actually gets when he's communicating with the little entity, which is actually made up of multiple things inside it, which the voice of that's pretty cool too, with the different people speaking at the same time. When he's like, look into my eyes, it's like, your eyes, so you know what's going on there. There's little hints to that. Which lead all the way up to the cliffhanger with, of course, the reveal of who he actually is, with the Doctor like, this isn't a Type 40. Oh, I've got it secondhand. I wonder if that means he killed whoever had it before when he says, I got it secondhand. I wonder if that means he killed the Time Lord that had it. But why did you make it look like my TARDIS? Well, haven't you figured it out by now, Dr. This is a good cliffhanger. I could see if you went into that not knowing, going, okay. That was pretty good. And then it's really trippy, this one. It's like, I'm always like, did someone do LSD and then write this or something, or drop acid? It's so trippy. It's definitely Doctor Who. It's out there. I liked it well enough. I did find myself wanting to get on my phone a couple times and then have to be, no, pay attention, Prowl. But it was fine. It was enjoyable. I'm happy to be finally getting back to this story. It's something I've been meaning to finish, especially since someone sent it. But part 3 was enjoyable. I think what's really selling it is the cast, because that's kind of what you have to. Without visuals, with it being fully audio, you are reliant on the performances of the cast, the incidental music, and then the sound effects, which are all done really well in selling what's going on in the story. That's really all I guess I have to say about it. I did catch on that it wasn't good when I like the fact Elizabeth didn't want to give up that node. Something was telling her not to give up that node. And then when the other Doctor was over there like, have them release my Tardis now. Well, we'll do it afterwards. No, do it now. And give me the node. I'm like, yeah, there's some shady underhandedness going on here. I'm pretty sure this person's who I think they are. They were. I was like, yeah. The story does a good job of telegraphing that to you ahead of time, to where if you put some thought into it, you're like, yeah. So, Unit Dominion. Have you listened to it? What do you think of it? What do you think of Alex McQueen and Big Finish? Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. Don't forget to check out parts 1 and 2. I'll try to remember to add links to those as well at the end of the video or somewhere in there. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me on that. That is down there. I want to give a shout out to a couple of my top tier patrons, Colin Coney and Perkins. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. It's very much appreciated. I have my P.O. box down there, a link to my Amazon wishlist, and a link to my Amazon UK wishlist down there as well. Most importantly, thank you for watching.